Hey guys, welcome back. Today on The Untidy Artist, we are making a daffodil fairy doll. This is the second doll in my spring fairy doll series. If you haven't already checked out the lilac fairy doll, you can find that link in the comments below. Also, stay tuned for the end of this tutorial where I'll give you a sneak peek at my tulip fairy doll. All right, let's grab some supplies and get started. The first thing you're going to need is some daffodil flowers. I found this beautiful happy bunch of daffodil flowers at Michael's. You will also need some embroidery floss. I have some light green, some satiny yellow, and a darker green that we'll be using for her clothing. And then I have this multicolored green variegated thread that we'll be using for her hair. I wanted to give her kind of a sassy, fun hairdo. I bought this in a big pack at Hobby Lobby. I will put a link to that below and also some options of where you can find that online. I have some decorative kind of pearl-like beaded trim that we'll be using to embellish our doll. I have this gorgeous iridescent sparkly glitter that's probably my favorite glitter to use. I have a sharp pair of scissors, and then my glue gun set on low. I like using a dual temperature glue gun because it's a lot easier to work with the glue and you don't get burned as often. Okay, then I have my doll. So I've already gone ahead and twisted together my doll. If you're new to making fairies with me, you'll want to check out my basic fairy doll tutorial. In that, I teach you how to take a wooden bead, a piece of floral wire, and some embroidery floss and twist it into this cute little doll. Now, obviously you can style her hair however you'd like. I've gone ahead and given her a ponytail hairstyle. I liked that this was kind of fun and a little bit sassy, and I really liked it for our spring daffodil fairy doll. Okay, the first step after you've made your doll is to dress your doll. So I'm going to take this beautiful satiny yellow and I'm going to wrap right up underneath her arms and then give her a little pair of shorts. Then I'm going to take this iridescent green and I'm going to just wrap it around the very top of her dress just to add a little pop of color there. Then I'm taking the darker green and I'm going to give her a pair of gloves, and I'm also going to give her some shoes. You will find more detailed instructions on how to dress your doll in that basic fairy doll tutorial. Okay, once we have our doll dressed, we're going to set her aside. Go ahead and grab your flowers and you'll want to pull those apart. Now mine have some plastic kind of backing on them to give them shape. I'm going to pull the flowers apart. I'm going to actually set aside that little middle part. We'll be using that to decorate her hair. And then I'm going to pull off those little plastic pieces. I was lucky mine didn't have a lot of glue holding them together, but you want to be careful as you pull those off. And I had 2 layers of the petals with each flower. So I decided I wanted her dress to be a little bit fuller. So I ended up taking apart 2 of the flowers, and I'm going to use 3 separate layers of the yellow petals. And then I also have the 2 inside orange parts of the flower that we'll be using. So I just layer those together. 3 petals will give me the fullness on the skirt that I want, but it just depends on what you're looking for. So kind of layer them together. I'm going to set this petal aside, so I'm only using the 3. And then go ahead, grab your scissors and cut an X into the middle of each section of your flowers. This will allow us to slip the flower petals up and around our doll's waist. And then starting with the top layers of her skirt, slip her legs through that little hole, slide the petals up and around her waist, and I kind of arrange them as I go. Where this was a flower that I wanted to get a very specific shape, I ended up really taking a lot of time kind of adjusting the flower petals and making sure that they were laying in a way that looked like a daffodil. We wanted a full, pretty, happy daffodil. So you can see I've got my flowers up and around her waist. I'm going to grab my glue gun and I'm going to slowly start adding small dabs of glue and tacking the skirt together. So you can see I'm starting in the front and I'm just arranging those petals as I go. And then I'll pause and make sure that it's laying the way that I want it to, and I will continue to add dabs of glue until we have the shape of our daffodil for her skirt. This part does take me quite a bit of time. I pay a lot of attention to just exactly how the skirt is laying. And I wanted to show you guys exactly how much time I do spend on this. So I didn't edit out a lot of my adjusting of the flower petals because I did want you to see that it really does take a while. Just work slowly with small dabs of glue. And once you have that all tacked together, you'll want to do that in the front and in the back. And then I kind of just looked at the doll and I decided she needed one more layer of the underneath orange part. So I went ahead and I pulled apart another flower. So I ended up using 3 flowers for this. I didn't use all the petals from all 3 flowers, but I really wanted that orange to stand out a little bit more and fall down a little bit lower under her dress. So I'm adding that last little section. And here we have our lovely little daffodil fairy doll. Now I'm going to grab my iridescent glitter and I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm just going to run some glue around the top of her skirt. I didn't want to take anything away from the daffodil flower, but I really felt like this added some fun sparkle. And so I'm just using my glue gun and I'm just kind of putting it around the base of her skirt. And then sprinkling a little bit of that glitter on. And I find the easiest way is to just pour some of the glitter into the lid of the container. And then when I'm done, I can just tap off the excess glitter and put it back in the container. So I did that in the front and in the back. And I really just love how that glitter added a little pop of sparkle to the top of her skirt. And then go back through and just add more glitter where you'd like. Because this is iridescent, I felt it didn't really compete with the flower. It just kind of added a little bit to the flower because once again, we want our focus to be the daffodil. So I just took my glue gun and kind of followed some of the natural lines in the flower petals to add a little bit more, and this is what we have so far. Then I'm going to grab my beaded trim. And we're going to add just a little piece of this right around her waist. So using my glue gun, I put a tiny dab of glue right in the front. I'm going to take that beaded trim and start to wrap it around her waist. And then I'll flip her over so that I'm working with the back of her dress. And I'm going to add a couple more dabs of glue. And I'm really going to make sure that that beaded trim sits in the glue for a minute. This beaded trim can come unraveled, so I found that if I really pressed it down into the glue, let it set, and then cut it, it didn't unravel. And I didn't have the little tiny beads falling everywhere. Trim off the excess. And this added just another fun little bit of sparkle and shine around her waist, and I loved how the beads complemented the glitter and how it just finished off her dress. Now we're going to add some embellishments to her hair. So I'm actually taking the middle part of the flower or the stamen and I'm just going to trim off the top of it and a little bit of that extra plastic on the sides. We're actually going to put this under her ponytail. So I kind of laid it up underneath her ponytail to decide exactly where I wanted it. And I'm going to take my glue gun, add a small dab of glue right underneath her ponytail in the back. I'm going to place the stamen down, hold it until the glue sets. And I just loved how this finished off her hair. I felt like it kind of tied everything together. And last but not least, I'm going to take that same beaded trim and I'm going to wrap a little bit around the top of her ponytail. So just adding a small dab of glue to the very top, and then just like we did around her waist, I'm going to wrap it to the back, add some more glue, make sure that glue sets so the beads don't come off, and trim off the excess. And that's it, guys, you're all set. We have a daffodil fairy doll. I was really excited how whimsical and fun and happy this doll turned out. My goal with her was really to be just that. Happy, fun, springy, little bit whimsical, little bit sassy. And I don't know about you guys, but she actually reminds me a little bit of a flapper. So this was the second doll in my Spring Fairy Doll series. If you missed my first doll, the Lilac Fairy, be sure to check her out. Here is a sneak peek of my Tulip Fairy that I have coming up. I have had so much fun putting this series together. I love springtime. It was definitely a cold, dreary winter where I lived, and it's always so fun to see the flowers start to bloom, and tulips and daffodils and lilacs and all of the wonderful flowers that are part of spring. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. That would be awesome. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below. Also, if there are other specific flowers that you'd like to see me do for a flower fairy, put that in the comments below also. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of your kind words. I love the pictures that everyone shares with me. If you've made fairies and would like to share pictures with me, you can do that with the hashtag #UntidyArtistFairyDoll or on my Facebook page, Untidy Artist. And we'll see you next time.